All right. You see the title, David Lewis Chambliss Jr. Bay. This is my dad. He passed on Tuesday at 10:16, and yeah, my pops was 71, and he lived a good life. A lengthy life. Anytime in this day and time, if you can make it to see 70 years or better, you lived a good life. I just went to my nephew's son uncle funeral, and he was a young man that just turned 21 years old and was in a car accident. A car T-boned a car that he was a passenger in, and he died from his injuries at 21 years old. So my pops lived to be 71 years old. So that is a blessing. So I had him in my life 51 years, and that's how old I am. We 20 years apart, him and my mother, same age. And he died on the day of his cousin's birthday, who turned 71. And his cousin name was Skin. Um, I guess that was short for Skinny. They just called him Skin. And from the Good Hope Road area. That's where my family live all around through DC. And uh, but my pops grew up right there on High Street over in Southeast by Anacostia. And but when I tell people I'm from DC and they say, well, what part? I say all over, because I lived in all parts at some point in my life. I done lived in all areas of DC, so I know DC in and out like the back of my hand. And, you know, I've been a Maryland resident since like 93 as an adult, but my whole childhood I lived in DC. So, you know, we're gonna have his memorial services on Tuesday, coming the 31st, and we're making all the arrangements and whatnot. So, um, just would like for the family on YouTube and social media, everybody that I connect with, just keep my family in your prayers and strengthen my family through our grieving time. And I make videos about everybody else, so I want to do real people that I'm in touch with, that I know, that I'm connected to. So it just won't be folks that is really outside of my scope that I never met before, or and just hope and desire to meet, but folks that really matter and is significant. And when you're doing great things, I'm gonna salute you as well. Just being a regular person. I'm the type of person that I celebrate everything. You pass to the next grade, we're gonna celebrate you. You get an A on your test, I'm gonna celebrate you, because these are small increments of accomplishments. And you know, believe it or not, it builds your character and it strengthens who you are as a person for short-term personal goals that you accomplish. You know, a lot of people always look into the wide range of everything to measure your level of success. Your success is every day that you get through a day that you survive life in general. And you can lay your head down and wake up in the morning. That is an accomplishment on a small scale, short term. Long term accomplishments is goals that you set that you set that's long term. And when you get to that destination, you know, it's so sweet. But everyday short term goals, you could do that every day. So don't set your scope too high. Even if you do, don't forget about the short term, because the short term will keep fueling you to keep going until you get to the long term goals. So, with that being said, you know, Daddy, rest in heaven. You going home to Mika, to see Mika, my sister, your daughter, you know, your parents, and all our loved ones and friends, you know. Hold it down till we all get there. And, you know, you'll definitely be missed. Your legacy will live on through, uh, you know, the memories of family that love you and friends, through pictures and videos of all the good times. You know, a lot of times we didn't see eye to eye on things, but you know, one thing I can say, you were who you are, and what you saw is what you got. You was a man's man, and I feel like I'm that type of person. I keep it real with individuals, and what you see is what you get. You know, I don't play the switcheroo every time I'm around different people. You know, I'm switching up and becoming a different person. I like to feel that, you know, I'm the same individual no matter what circle I run in. Now, knowing how to conduct yourself is something different. You know, if you're in a White House setting, you don't go in there wilding out like you on the street. You know, it's about conducting yourself, and that's not, you know, the same as you changing up and acting different and being different. You know, you being disciplined and conducting, you know, order within yourself and know how to act. That's totally different. One might argue that, but those that's in the know, you know what I'm talking about. You know, so you know when somebody being fake. You know, their whole aura is off, and you can read them. You know, they hollow. You can read them and you can see right through them. But if someone is genuine, you know, and staying firm on their beliefs and who they are, this is who my father was. You know, he was who he was. Like it or love it. You know, like it or dislike it. Whatever that was on his mind, he let it be known. And you know, he from the old school when men was men. You know, you act like a man, you walk like a man, you look like a man at all times. You know, you didn't have to wonder, you know, who he was, you know, or what he represent. So I feel like I carry it like that myself. And I just feel like, you know, we need to get back to what men was representing and supposed to represent, and it is what it is. I know the world changing and everybody want to do something different, but at the end of the day, what's ordained and put in place, it was like that for a reason, you know, and I don't want to get into that and piss nobody off, but it is what it is, women that is really looking for a man to love and men that's looking for women to love. That's what I want, and that's what they want. So that's who I'm talking to and who I'm appealing to. Folks that's like minded, like myself. Then we're doing something different. You do you. But respect my lane and I respect yours. Don't act like what's been put and ordained is wrong. If you don't want me to judge what you're doing is wrong because you trying to change the narrative, even if I feel it's wrong, I'll keep it to myself, because God is who you got to answer to at the end of the day. And He going to be like, who is you to change what I put in place? So you ain't got to answer to me on any level about that, So I'm just saying, I'm going to respect your lane, respect mine, and let's get along and let's exist, because I'm not the end of anybody decision making. I'm not the person that, okay, the buck stopped with me. I'm not in that position. I'm just a man. God has the superior and the ultimate say so and the final word. So I'm gonna end it like that. Rest in peace, Daddy. And to everybody that loved you, they gonna miss you. We miss you already. Peace. Peace and love.